Hello, you're back with Beatle, back on Archero, and today we're going to do a bit of an explainer video on the fishing, the runes, and the artifacts. First up, if you come here to the Angler's Bounty, click on the little fish, and here we go into it. So it just looks like you're doing some fishing. So what on earth is the point on this, and how does it relate to Archero 2? Well, here you'll see we have 47 of these little fishes. You can get that by completing tasks. I've already got mine for the day, hence I have 47, quite a lot. But you can get daily amount for doing different tasks. Click the middle of the fish, and here you see tap to cast the rod. Obviously aim to try and get it in the green as much as you can. And now you are fishing, essentially. The idea being when the fish icon there is orange, you want to hold it down. When it's green, you continue to hold it down. If it's red, you sort of release and tap. Here we go, fish caught rare. So what on earth is this fish? What do we do with it? Every time you fish, you do get certain rewards. Here's a ring scroll. Here's the main thing that you get, the fishing points. And then the fish is just used for leveling up within the actual fishing minigame. So now you've got those rewards. What on earth do you actually do with them? So you go into the exchange shop. Here you'll see all the things that you can buy with your fishing points. This leads me on to my next point, which is artifacts. So if we click on the Iron Throne, a throne that has sparkled countless battles, sitting on it only brings loneliness and cold. This is the Iron Throne artifact. Here you can see I have 1,986 fishing points, and the Iron Throne costs 625. Let's get the Iron Throne. We'll buy one of these. There we go. You can already see that has increased my battle power 491. Just before we leave the fishing, another tip here. If you look down, you can see I'm currently tossing one fish into the water when I do fish, but you can do ×3, ×5 once you own 50 or more. So I actually can't cast this at the moment, but you can do two at a time. And on the right, you can see my total catches, next goal, and what that unlocks. As when you look into your Aquatlus, you can see all the different types of fish that there are to catch and all the ones that you have caught. If they haven't been caught, they will be greyed out, as in the ones here in the Sunset Coasters, they haven't actually been there yet. Once you have unlocked them all, you do get this little chest, but I have already claimed that, and it's actually really good reward. So that's the benefit of catching the fish. That is the fishing explained. Now let's go on to where I bought that artifact. So see the artifacts, it's down here on the right, the little cup. Then top right is the artifact, and we do have a new one, so we can look. Here's the Iron Throne that I've just bought with the fish tokens. There it is, attack power plus 40, max HP plus 160. These are really powerful things, so that is why the fishing is actually a really important part of Archero. You are able to upgrade the artifacts as well. As you can see here, you can get jigsaw pieces to style them up, and if you have 10 of each, they can be sort of evolved, but not quite that far myself. Also, if you have a wish token, that is what can be spent here, or you can purchase these for some gems, but you do get wish tokens for playing the game, and that gives you the chance to get different rarities of artifacts. Lastly, we'll jump into the rune ruins. Here you can see I have 16 of those gold shovels. Click into it and you can dig ×1 or dig ×5. Obviously ×5 is just a bit quicker if you have enough. So let's just click on dig ×5 and we'll see what happens here. So dig up keys to open rune chests. You need 2 keys to open the chest above, but you want to find the keys last. It isn't a case of trying to find, although it is chance, you don't want to find the keys first. So if I go here, I've already got a key, which is unfortunate. In my mind, a key is less likely to be next to it. I'm thankful that was, or that could be quite embarrassing. And you can see on the top right there, that increased the quality of the rune that I am going to find. So if you get 2 of those orange, it will increase the quality. Instead of common, it will then go to rare. Or fine, maybe first, in fact. So I'll go there as well. That's ×2 chests. So I'm now going to get 2 runes instead of 1. And lastly, there. So my theory worked. Keys are not likely to be next to each other. So this is actually quite a nice run. I've already got 2 qualities up and ×2. I'll go top right. Seems quite good. There you can go. The quality has just increased again. And unfortunately, I found the key. So it does open up now. And we'll get a fine ability rune arrow range. So what are the runes? We get 2, sorry, of course. Ability rune sword, and a 3rd. Didn't realize that, but I'll absolutely take it. And a 4th. Rune frost shock touch. And a 5th, is it? Okay. Any more? No. 5. I opened up 5. Of course I did. Should have known. So that's obviously got me 5 because I spent 5 of the shovels to get 5. Now what to do with the runes? If you come over here, in your gear, there is a runes section. Click onto your runes. Each rune has a particular shape, and each of those shapes correspond with one of the shapes around your hero. Not every shape rune can fit within the shape that it looks like it can fit, which I know is quite confusing, but let's take this rune for example. Enhancement rune, spin speed up. If I wanted this attack power, as you can see, it's the sort of 6-sided shape. I think it's called a hexagon. And I wanted to swap it in for this, another 6-sided shape, giant meteor. If I press swap here, it will swap with the blue. There's no way for me to actually swap that rune for the green that I would want to swap. It depends on where the rune actually fits within the hero's circle of shapes. So here I can see that these have new and that they can be swapped. So let's just have a look here. So max HP plus 160, where does that fit? It fits in the empty one, so I will put that in. Let's have a look at this one. Let's see where this can be equipped. Please select the rune slot you want to replace. So all the stars can be replaced with all the other stars. So we may as well replace that with the fine and away from the common. We'll take that. That's actually helped us out a bit there. And obviously with the others, you can just go with whichever one you like best. So this is main weapon damage plus 10. All the base stats are exactly the same, but obviously there are different stats for the different runes, this being weapon damage, this one being meteor damage, and this one being ice damage and lightning damage. I think here I actually probably want the main damage, so we'll add that on. If you do manage to get numerous versions of the same rune, then you can go into the workshop, do a bit of crafting, and it can increase the rarity of the rune. But as there are so many, I've actually never had that yet, but that is a good way to get rid of unused runes and hopefully make them a bit more powerful. So yeah, that is how to fish, how to get artifacts, really powerful way to increase your battle power substantially, and that is how to get the most out of your ruins and get those attached and hopefully increase the power of your character the most. So yeah, any questions, do let me know. Appreciate it if you got this far. Catch you in the next one.
Yo, it's the gaming Beatle crawling on the scene. Joystick dreams keep my gameplay clean. Archero the game, arrows flying supreme. Dodging through the levels like I'm living in a meme. Click subscribe, let the vibes take hold. Hit that button, make the story unfold. Thanks for watching, now the secrets are told. Gaming Beatle buzzing, yeah, the legend is gold.